Okay, today I want to talk to you about life change. I'm talking major life change, and in this particular situation, we're talking about moving. Moving is up there with stress like divorce and a death. It is really, really difficult to pack up all your stuff and to move. Now, this is the fourth time I've packed up a house in less than 6 years. And it's probably my 22nd or 23rd move in my whole marriage. I'm not a stranger to moving, but for some reason, this particular move is kicking my butt. And what's happening too is, I think one of the reasons why it's kicking my butt is that we used to have signed contracts on December 1st, got through due diligence, and then we needed to be out of the house on December 21st, 21 days, because I want to be at my daughter's house for Christmas. I don't want to interrupt my Christmas. I put my Christmas decorations up, took them all down. Thankfully I had all my presents wrapped. I, wrapped them and dropped them off, but I don't want anything to really affect the actual holiday itself. So my husband and I are furiously working, trying to get things done. And there's things that are going to fall by the wayside. One thing that's fallen by the wayside is my hair color. Look, we got a little stripey action going on. And as it was happening, I'm thinking, well, maybe let me let it go gray and see what happens. And I'm not really sure if I'm ready for the gray yet. So after I get the move done, after the holidays, I'm going to go to the hairdresser and go back to my red hair. But what I'm saying about life change, especially when it comes to a move, is that in order for it to be smooth, it needs to be organized. I have lists. So what I did was let me get them for you. I created and printed out these little labels, and one's rental with green tape and one's storage with blue tape. And I put that on everything where it's being moved to, because we haven't bought a house yet because we sold our house so quick. We didn't have time to find a house to buy, and we're moving to Greenville to be closer to my daughter. We want to check out neighborhoods. So we're not really sure. So I found a really cute rental, but it's about a third of the size of where we are now. So what I've done is back here on this paper wall, it says rental all, and I want to put this storage over here. I don't know if you could see it. And so when my packers come in, they're coming today. They're going to pack up all the stuff that goes to storage for 2 days. And then they're going to load all the stuff that goes to storage. And then they're going to do the same with the rental. We also have piles of things that say leave here, because the buyers of my house purchased quite a few of a lot of my furniture, and leave here or do not touch. And my husband and I rented a U-Haul, and we're going to take the last minute things that we need to go to our rental in our U-Haul, rather than messing around with it and having packers and trying to get it all in the back of the car and all of that. So what I'm saying is, the first thing you got to do is you got to find your moving company. You got to make sure that you get, quote, apples to apples, and you need to make sure that they're available in your timeline. We called quite a few movers. They were not available during our timeline. The mover that we chose is very excited to have us as a client over Christmas, because his drivers and people aren't typically working this time of year. So this puts his people to work, since they're W-2s, not 1099s. So vet your moving company. They are not all good. So ask for references, look for reviews, talk to your family and your friends to see who they've used in the past. I have quite a few neighbors who've moved a lot. Moved in the last 4 or 5 years, and I asked them about their moving company, and most of them said don't use them. So I'm hoping I'm not one of them. I'm hoping I love my moving company. So far, so good. And then the other thing is to make your list. Just go through your stuff, storage, rental, or all new home. But what I realized is that we have a lifetime of stuff. 42, 3, 4 years of being together, stuff. And the bigger the house, the more stuff you have, because you can store it. And our decision was, do we want to pay to move it? Do we want to pay to store it? Do we want to unpack it on the other end? Now, everything we move to the rental has to be repacked and removed to the house when we find it. How many boxes do I want to unpack in the rental? I was given an estimate of 250 boxes of stuff to unpack at my rental. I'm like, what the heck? I don't want 250 boxes of stuff in a house that's 1,800 to 2,000 square feet. I don't even have a linen closet or a pantry. So we really skinnied down, and my husband has filled his pickup probably 10 times of things that we've purchased through the years that we've saved because we could. My daughter and my daughter-in-law are both minimalists, and part of it's because they don't have the storage to save things that they don't need. But I got to tell you, that's all logistics. When you have big change in your life, when you're moving, again, it's a big change. It's a heart check. You know, my daughter-in-law asked me yesterday if I was excited, and my answer was, gosh, no. It's been a slog. It's been really, really difficult. But for some reason today, that must have percolated in my head because I thought about it, and I woke up today excited. Now, maybe it's because all the hard work's behind us, and now the packers and the movers are coming, and they're doing all the work. We still got lots of work on the other end, but I am excited. I'm excited to get to this new chapter of my life with my husband, to be able to hang out with my daughter and her husband and my granddaughter and the baby that's not even conceived yet but is a glimmer in their eye, to be the local grandma and grandpa so that we can pick Eleanor up after school. She can hang with us. We can make cookies together. We can do grandma camp. We can do whatever we want to do. She can have overnights with me because she's 20 minutes away, not 2.5, 3, 4, 5 hours away. So when you're having life change, it's all the logistics of all the things that have to happen. If it's a death in the family, there's still a lot of logistics that have to happen. You got to plan the funeral. There's lots of things that need to happen. But on the other hand, there's also the heart check. What attitude are you walking in with? Are you walking with anger and irritation? Are you overwhelmed? Are you frustrated? Are you angry? Are you irritated? I mean, looking for a rental is one of the most frustrating experiences in my life. I haven't looked for a rental house in forever. Apartment would have been better, but we have a dog that we didn't want to do that. And rental homes are really hard to find. And I got a little frustrated about the whole process, but I chose one that I really, really liked, even though it's going to cost us a little more money in the long run. So all that to say, when you have major life change, and especially when it comes to a move, make your lists. Be methodical about what you're moving and what you're throwing away. Find some good movers, find some packers, pack it up yourself, whatever it is. Give yourself enough time to get the job done, but also pay attention to your heart, to your thoughts, your mind. You know, I'm all about choosing joy every day, rising above our circumstances and choosing joy. And I have to say at the beginning, I did not choose joy. I chose frustration. But I'm excited. I'm joyful. I am ready now for the next phase of my life. So if you like what you hear, if you like what you saw, Positively Jane, I have so many different topics I talk about, but I'm always encouraging women how to choose joy every day. And I'm always talking about aging gracefully. I have an amazing, if I might say so myself, and my readers tell me as well, newsletter that goes out typically once a week. It is called Aging Gracefully. If you like a copy of that newsletter to drop into your inbox, go to positivelykjane.net. And then on the home page, you can sign up for the newsletter, and then you won't miss a thing in the antics of the Shine household. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a fabulous day.